Hello, students. So, we are now working on the preliminary brainstorming for research questions. And I know from experience that several students are not going to get the research question element correct. So, I'm making a little video here to help you narrow down the way that you ask research questions so that you will be able to fix any kind of common errors. So first, if a question can be answered by searching on Google, or if a question is a yes/no answerable question, then it isn't really easy to create the opportunity for research. Because if you can type in Google the question and find the answer within 10 minutes, that's not really a college research question. It takes 10 minutes to find the answer. So you need to think about how you're going to word your question in a way that doesn't ask yes or no. And it isn't something that you can just search for on Google and find a quick answer. Now, our topics are related to the environment in some way. That's right, it must be related to the environment in some way. Okay. And I want you to understand that this is as broad as you want it to be. So if you have an interest, then I want you to focus on that interest. And that should be what you're trying to fit your question into. So some of the things that I've listed in the prompt are things like the invasive plant species, or the energy crisis, or the water crisis in Arizona, or invasive animal species, or ocean pollution, or recycling issues in the United States. Or you could narrow down to recycling issues in Arizona, or you can even narrow it down to recycling issues at the GCC campus. Last year, I had a student narrow it down to recycling issues in the city of Surprise. Another topic that's quite popular is plastics and clothing, which a lot of people seem to be interested in. So, if you own synthetic clothing, that is polyester, then there's plastic in your clothes. And clothing recycling doesn't happen with clothes that are made from polyester. They cannot be recycled. More importantly, every time you wash those clothes, little tiny microplastics end up in the ocean. So these are things that are researchable. You research the problem, and that's what you're focusing on here is the problem. I don't want you to be limited to the suggestions that I've made. There are thousands of environmentally related topics available to you. I want you to choose a topic that fits the area of interest that you have. Pop up those questions, and as I go through the questions, as I'm grading those questions, I will give you feedback to help guide you in what might end up being a good topic for the entire semester for all 4 papers. I hope this helps you out a little bit. If you post before the due date and respond to other people before the due date, and you notice that the grade you receive is not what you wanted to receive, you have the possibility of reposting. So you can always go back to an additional post or change or edit your ideas as long as you do it before the due date. And make sure you comment in the assignment section to let me know that you've made a change, as long as it happens before the due date. Best of luck, and let me know if you have any questions or any problems.